Hello and welcome to our second episode of Z Hustle. Today we are going to do MBA versus MBA. That's Masters in Business Administration. Just to be clear, I said it earlier and someone was like, MBA? You don't play basketball? No, I don't. So we are joined today with Steven Trujillo. He is the director, or do you say CEO? Which one?
It doesn't matter. President, CEO, director.
President, CEO, yeah. Okay. Let's do CEO, because then it makes sense.
Sounds good.
Of the Latino Chamber of Commerce here in Pueblo, Colorado. He also got his degree in business administration with me at the same school, same teachers, so we think it should be a good competition.
What was Henry Ford's first mass-produced car model? Is it A, Model A, B, Model D, C, Model T, or D, Model S?
D.
I think it's D too. I think I heard that somewhere. I think it's Model. I think it's Model T.
You're both correct.
Oh, yeah, all right. There we go. Okay, we're good. Let's leave it at that. Let's leave the trend there and move on.
One question quiz done.
Exactly. That's the one for the day.
No. We got to keep going.
All right.
Okay, go ahead.
The red and white Coca-Cola colors are recognized by what percentage of the world's population? A, 48%, B, 64%, C, 78%, or D, 94%?
C.
I mean, is 100% an option? I feel like everybody. I think I'm going to do D.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to do D.
It is D.
Oh,
Ooh.
2. All right, good. See?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
That's the fresh information, although I don't remember the course on this one. I don't know if I took that one. I'm just kidding.
Might have been in marketing.
There you go.
You never know.
There you go. History, right?
Dr. Goss. That was a marketing one, yeah.
Ah.
What was Google's original name? A, Search Vision, B, Backrub, C, Googleplex, or D, Searchable?
Wow, those are all horrible.
Yeah, I want to say it was searchable, but I can't remember. Which is D, correct? Let's see if you go for another one. Which answer is yours first? I'll follow.
No, that's cheating. I think I'm gonna go with A. I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna go.
And what was A again?
Search Vision.
Search Vision.
No, actually, what's Googleplex? That one.
I'll just go again. What was Google's original name?
Yeah.
A, Search Vision, B, Backrub, C, Googleplex, or D, Searchable?
They're all horrible. I'm gonna go with C though. It's a made-up word too.
I'll go with Backrub. No, just kidding. We'll stick with the D. We'll see what.
It's a better
Actually, B, Backrub.
Oh my
Seriously?
gosh. Well, then technically I was right. See, so I didn't.
So rapey.
Backrub. Okay, interesting.
Such a weird name.
Huh.
For a search engine. Sounds like a massage parlor, but okay.
Interesting.
Well.
Could you imagine if that stuck today, though? I mean, think of the world in which we live, where everything now is, let's just Google it, or let's Google it. And it's, yeah, exactly. Backrub it and see what happens. Okay, so interesting.
It's a creepier world. That's
all right. Huh.
Why is Facebook's color primarily blue? A, Zuckerberg's favorite childhood TV show is Blue's Clues. B, Zuckerberg randomly picked a color from a hat. C, Zuckerberg is primarily colorblind. Or D, Zuckerberg left his creative team to choose the color?
Wow.
I graduated before Facebook came out, so I didn't take that class either. No, I'm just kidding. No.
Oh, good. I
think it was right around that time. So,
I was real surprised. I think, boy. I mean,
I like the Blue's Clues one. I mean, it is a lot of fun. I do remember that show. Yeah. But I don't know.
But I don't know that Zuckerberg acts that human.
Yeah.
To have that whole thing.
Tell me again. Can we phone a friend?
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. Can I use a get out of jail free card, or
I'm gonna go with D. He trusted his creative team because that's what CEOs should do.
Right. That's right. I was gonna go with that one too, but I don't know. Okay. What are the options again?
A, Zuckerberg's favorite childhood TV show is Blue's Clues. B, Zuckerberg randomly picked a color from a hat. C, Zuckerberg is colorblind. Or D, Zuckerberg left the decision to his creative.
I'm gonna say colorblind.
Sounds kind of.
C is correct. Zuckerberg is colorblind.
Oh, there we go.
Colorblind.
Oh, there we go.
So, like, does that mean he can see blue, or that blue's one of the only he can see?
Correct. Blue's like the only one.
Wow.
Huh.
They might have left it to the creative team. Be like, those all look like shit.
Yeah.
Those
When
are all
in-
gray. I don't want that.
When in fact that logo is just phenomenal, but blue is the one. Okay, good.
Wow. Okay.
What is the best-selling product of all time? Is it A, the iPhone, B, the Macintosh computer, C, the Rubik's Cube, or D, the Lego toy?
Are we talking in products or dollars?
Best-selling product of all time.
I'm almost between the Lego and the iPhone. I mean, the iPhone
Yep.
sent the wave, yeah.
Because Macintosh didn't last long before it became unpopular. Camera guys are shaking their heads like crazy, but I'm like, ignore that.
Well, I'd just like to know who saw these questions and answers before today's production. I'm just kidding. I'm joking. I'm joking. I mean, if we're talking, obviously the iPhone was only released in 2007 at that particular point, but the Lego, I mean, that has been around for years.
So long.
And still is a staple product. I mean, it still finds its way
Think
into
about
modern
it.
day.
Yeah, and I've owned 3 iPhones. When I was a kid, I think I owned 20 Lego sets,
Right.
at least.
So I'm going to go with Lego,
I will
just
too.
because it's been around so long.
I'm gonna go with Lego too.
The answer is C, Rubik's Cube.
Wow. Okay. Clearly, we both flunked that part of the test. So
Yeah, well, that was
interesting.
wow.
It is. See, and that's what I'm going off of in terms of just which one would be known. Because I couldn't see. I mean, I don't go to the store thinking I'm going to buy a Rubik's Cube. That just frustrates me. I'm like, no, negative. We're going to leave it on the shelf. We're going to go with Lego.
But there's also only ever been one version of a Rubik's Cube. It's
True.
never changed.
True. Very true. All right.
How old was Bill Gates when he became a billionaire? A, 23, B, 31, C, 40, or D, 49?
I mean, if you look at all of the Apple and Gates story back and forth, I mean, they were both extremely young when they got into the computer industry. So I'm almost between the 30 and the 23, if that was the two answers. But I feel like it would be 23 because I think they hit it pretty quick in Silicon Valley between him and Steve Jobs. So
I think I'm gonna go with 40 though, because it was billionaire, it wasn't millionaire, right? And see,
okay.
I bet there are millionaires like that.
Okay, I'll say
Billions are big.
30 then.
Yeah, I think I'm
I
gonna
think
go.
I
Yeah,
get
I'm gonna go with 40.
It is B, 31.
Ah, good job. Good job.
See, you helped clarify that. Yeah, so phone a friend, it worked. See,
I should have just said my answer.
listen for the subliminal messaging. So.
What did the first vending machine dispense? A, Coca-Cola, B, cigarettes, C, Snickers, or D, holy water?
First vending machine.
That could be like.
Well, I think about a lot of like tobacco. I mean, that was a huge. It still is a huge industry, but everybody did that. So in my mind, it would be between Coke and cigarettes.
So they're also both.
Because you just look at if you look at historical pictures or different things, cigarettes or a drink were oftentimes in it in some way.
Yep.
And Coke and
was
that
the leader
were
in everything.
yeah. So I almost feel I want to say cigarettes.
I'm gonna go.
That's what I'm going to go with.
I'm gonna go with Coke then.
It's D, holy water.
Holy water.
Okay. See, I was
Wow.
worried. So like ancient, maybe.
Huh. Yeah, there's another one we're going to back rub here in a minute,
Put in a coin and a breeze, like, psst,
Yeah, gives you a
Blast.
quick spurt, It's like,
blast,
geez,
get out. That's crazy.
very interesting.
Yeah.
I'm learning. See?
I am too. See, this
Takes me back to the days of, sitting in class like, wow, I never knew that.
making us look dumb and our viewers smart.
Or sometimes wondering, when will I ever use this? Well, clearly, here we are,
Here, this is
learning
where,
this
this is
information. I should have paid attention.
Uh-huh.
Well, those are good questions.
Good.
Yeah, that was good. That was some good history there.
I'm impressed we knew as much as we did.
Me too. I'd like to get a copy because there are a few that I'd want to just go back and research. I mean, I like interesting pieces. Yeah, that's one of them. I like interesting pieces like that because these are things that I think sometimes, I mean, within the work that we do within the chamber, sometimes our ability to share stories like that puts things into perspective for us all.
True.
It puts it into perspective about, don't give up on a certain dream just because there's a barrier before you look at what happened before. Did you know that, the reason we have this industry today is because of this? Well, so you can never,
you can never. Products doesn't mean you can't make a vending machine.
Right. Yeah. And so you can never rule out a crazy idea because look at where we've come from. Look at what we've done. Look at what others have named things or whatever the case may be. So keep going.
Like back rub, what a horrible name.
Yeah. Can you imagine? And so it's just when people say you're crazy, you may be onto something. Stick with it. Keep going.
Never know.
And how many times did we hear that within tech giants? Who'd have thought computers nowadays? Computers as big as this room.
My pocket.
Exactly. Yeah, we have that capability. So interesting stuff.
Well, thank you for coming.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Make sure you join us in the next couple of weeks. We'll be doing another episode.